Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm a guy that now owns a saxophone. You want to hear it? There it is.
It's a little baby plastic saxophone, and I'm a guy who does not own a saxophone.
Listen, man, I'm just happy to have a saxophone. How it works is you either own a $700 expensive saxophone or you don't own a saxophone.
A classic Stromboli from the 17th century. Yeah, I feel that.
Or you don't own one. So I'm just happy to own this plastic little dinky one. Maybe if I like it enough, I'll buy a real one. So far, all I've done was just annoy everyone within a 20-mile radius of me.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm like 4,000 miles away, and I'm annoyed. So that's pretty impressive.
And welcome to episode 40. Holy heck! I really like Love Live. Wow. What a goal, huh? 40.
Yeah, this is the 40. 40 is pretty cool. We're recording this a week early, so unfortunately, there will be no question reading.
Yeah, we can still say our question last week was, what is a single with two vastly different songs on it that you like genre-wise?
Tyler's being an idiot and going on vacation.
Sorry.
So we're recording this a week early, so we have no question from episode 39. But I'm sure all of the answers you gave were great.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was like, I trust that you guys gave the most impeccable answers.
They're beautiful.
Man, it's 100 degrees inside my room right now.
Nice.
I can't record with the window open because there's like people and planes outside, so it's like
good thing we're recording 3 episodes tonight.
I know, I can't wait. Oh man, Jesus. So we got. This is like the pinnacle of Prontomps. Like it's like, what song do you think of when you think of Prontomps? This one right here.
Every time we do Prontomp songs, I can't like there's no better word to describe them than just like comfy.
And bubblegum.
Yeah, I just feel so comfy when we're gonna do Prontomp songs. Like they just simmer me down.
They're very enveloping, except for Nightingale Love Song, which is a big thing I want to talk about when we get to Nightingale Love Song, but that's not right now.
My new thing is whenever I get mad at video games, I just got some pencils that I snap in half. You know, like that relaxes me. But I think I'm just gonna start listening to these 2 exact songs instead.
I feel like there's a less expensive way to reduce stress.
Pencils are pretty cheap. I buy like cheap little pencils and I just snap them in half. You know, it's fine.
You know, man. Hey, whatever you gotta do. I appreciate the fact that you're not punching walls or some shit.
I was playing League last night and like totally winnable game. It was a good game and the Zed was 0-2 and just started running it down. I was like, dude. Well, you could kind of blame it on me because I definitely was like, hey, man, like. He was like, can we just like surrender when he was 0-2? I was like, no. I was like, is there like a feature yet where I can ping your score? And then he was like, I'm just gonna run it down. And I was like, okay. So that's a little bit on me. I'll take that one a little bit. But like, I don't flame people. If you're 0-20, then you be 0-20, man. But you live up to the fact that you're feeding. Like, it's okay that you're feeding, you know. Just move on. Just say, hey guys, bad game, you know, we move on. But if you're gonna flame, if you're gonna talk some smack, I'm coming back at you. That's why I got banned for a week.
I still have a friend named Victor, and Victor, the first time I ever like hung out with Victor, he's a mutual friend, and I met him like through Skype at the time. I almost said Discord, but Skype at the time. And
the cursed voice chat.
And we were playing League of Legends, and I was just trying Olaf. And at the time, I was either like, there was no middle ground with me and that champion. I either went 0-20 or I just carried the whole game on my shoulders.
Hell yeah, that's just current Olaf.
Yeah, right. And the first like 2 games I played with Victor, I just did absolutely horrible. So we just assumed I was bad. And the first thing he ever said to me was, "Holy shit, Tyler! It's like a soup kitchen top lane. You're feeding everybody." I'm like, Victor, I don't even know who you are, but I hate you. And then I don't hate Victor, and he's one of my best friends, so shout out to Victor.
Let us know down below what role is your favorite in League of Legends, and which champion is your favorite. Or if you don't like League of Legends, let us know down below what your favorite video game is.
I used to play League of Legends a lot. My favorite role was playing Kha'Zix in every goddamn place.
Yeah,
except AD carry. But I seriously just like, I don't know, there were games where I just pick a stupid pick Kha'Zix and they're like, where are you gonna go? I was like, what's open? I mean, like, I wouldn't pick him as like support or anything, but like, come on.
I'll play Quinn any position except for AD carry. Also, she's a terrible AD carry. Don't play Quinn AD carry. Play her out of the jungle. That's the secret tips. Anywho, I guess we should talk about low life songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Here's the.
That was our discussion. Just pretend we talked about your question.
That was our discussion.
Pretend you asked us about our favorite League of Legends champions.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, do you want to jump into not Eien Friends? I always say Eien Friends. It's not Eien Friends. It's Eien Friends. Eien Friends.
Oh no, this is gonna be a cursed podcast.
I didn't realize until someone said it recently, like said it out loud. Because I mean, like Eien Friends is not like a song people talk about all the time. It's not like I could like mispronounce Snow Halation. Like that'd go about 5 minutes before someone found out. But Eien Friends, it's like it makes total sense because it's a Japanese word. But like I just see it, I'm like Eien. It's kind of like Arifureta Kanashimi no hate instead of hate. I just want to say hate. It's not hate. It's hate. But anyway, here's Eien Friends.
Eien Friends.
いつでもそばにいること普通に感じてたけどもっと大事にしよう夢見て笑っていよう失いたくない知らよ同じ経験してきたから同じくらい大人に近づくそれはずっと続くはずさ確かめたいのにどうなんだろうわからないんだよ変わらないと信じていても少しだけ寂しい気持ちが忍び込んだ横顔を見つめていたらいつでもそばにいること普通に感じてたけどもしかしたら明日は違う道の一歩いつでもそばにいること普通に感じてたんだもっと大事にしよう失いたくないその手を離さないで知ら
This is just prime prom toms. This is prime toms.
Yeah,
That wasn't
scamming
rehearsed.
Weebs.
Oof. Callback.
Yikes.
No, this is just like I don't know. It's whenever we get a prom toms block, right? I mean a subunit block, obviously, but whenever we get to the prom toms part, I'm always like, what bubblegum song are we gonna talk about this time? And it's not always the case. I'll get to it when we talk about Hanayo in this song, but it seems like there's just always one on any single where it's just like, and by the way, this song's made of fluff. This song sounds
is
like
the comfiest song.
This song sounds like how the Luncheon Kingdom in Mario Odyssey looks.
Yeah. Or just the Cloud Kingdom.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, even though
A little more pink.
it's the tiny boy. Yeah. But it's been dyed pink. The Cloud Kingdom, but pinker.
Meanwhile, Loveless World's over there looking like the Dark Souls world.
Yeah, the Dark Souls boss.
But yeah, I just, man, here it is. Like, I mean, there's a lot more to talk about with this song, of course, but it's just always so funny how it's like, I feel like with other, I mean, BB, yeah, you can like check off like the hype ass like EDM check mark too, but comparing it to someone like Lily White, where it's like, I don't know what's going to happen with this subunit next time we get to a new single. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we know what happens, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I will always like associate the song. I think I mentioned it a few times with SIF because when I first started playing, this was the login screen song, and so I'll just always, whenever I hear the song, I'm like, I want to play some SIF now.
Oh yeah.
But I don't actually want to play SIF because then I'm afraid I'm gonna get pulled back in and play it like nonstop for like 6 months.
I was gonna say, in contrast,
Job number 2.
In contrast to Loneliest Baby, in which case it makes you uninstall SIF.
God. Okay, move on from Loneliest Baby.
I gotta say though, in this song, well, first of all, I really love how clear everybody is. And that like goes without saying when we're talking about like an Ellie or a Rin, but not a Kotori and a Hanayo. That's why it's worth mentioning here.
This is a super nice song where the Prontom's members really like play off of each other really well vocally. You got kind of Hanukkah just backing everything with kind of her deeper voice. You know, you call it a deeper voice when it's not a deeper voice.
And meanwhile, it's like 30 octaves higher than ours.
Yeah, comparison to Hanayo and Kotori, yeah, it's deeper. But like she does a really good job of kind of like being that backing for everybody to be able to build the groundwork on, which is what you want from your deep voice, deep quote unquote, you know.
It's just so funny that like I don't know. It's just we always expect some kind of degree of nasal, at least as far as Kotori goes. Hanayo's do sometimes in the later songs, but not in this song, which is actually really refreshing, and I like it a lot.
And it's nice because they reach a lot in this song, but there's never really a feeling that like it's a bad reach. It's always a super, and it helps when you're in a recording studio and you're gonna record it a bunch, you know. But it's a very well done reaches, very well done vocal song.
None of these sounded like it hurt to do their character's version of the line.
That's the important part.
As far as this being a Hanayo center, we had a very interesting exchange while we were listening to this song. We were listening to the song and we were like, oh, it's so bubblegum. Who's the center of the song again? And we checked, and I was like, oh, it's Hanayo. And then Luke was like, yeah, you can bet if it's bubblegum, it's gonna be Kotori or Hanayo. And at first I was like, yes, that sounds like a thing that makes sense. But then I was like, wait a minute. And then I looked into Prontom's, and then I got the songs Love Marginal, Unbalanced Love, and No Exit Orion, the non-bubblegum songs, and they're literally all Hanayo centers. I'm like, oh wait, that's
whoops.
Not always true, but that's cool.
Yeah, it just feels like it is. Like there's still plenty of Hanayo songs that are pretty bubblegummy and Kotori songs. It just isn't all of them, and that's weird.
It's just, when you said that, I was like, that sounds like a thing that makes sense. That is like. Kind of like a borderline Mandela effect there. Like
I'd always just imagined No Exit Orion, which is one of my favorite subunit songs in general, was just a Hanukkah center. But nope, it's not. Pranked.
Yeah, so as far as the backing goes, we got some pretty interesting stuff that happens. I like the kind of like chimey arpeggio that happens right before the chorus. Do you know what I'm talking about? Every single time.
Yeah.
It just like brings you up. It elevates you.
There's a lot of replaying the same kind of rhythm in the background, where it just goes up and down and up and down and up and down, like the arpeggio is just going up and down, and it's nice. It fits what's going on in the song a lot. It fits in with those vocals really well, and there's a lot of nice piano in back there. It's a real comfy backing. We were kind of like talking about for our next song. We kind of mentioned that it's kind of like the ending song. This feels like kind of like the comfy opening song, you know. This feels like feels like the main menu song music, you know. Like I mentioned that I think of SIF when I think of this feels like just main menu music.
That's exactly what we said. We were like, it's kind of weird to go online and just like listen to the OST of your favorite game's main menu.
This is like, you know, you start up your PlayStation 2 and you go make some food before you play, and like the song's just playing in the other room, and it's nice.
Yeah, I will leave this on for like an hour until my TV like auto shuts off. It didn't do that when PS2 was around, but it does it now.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I just left Kingdom Hearts 2 like main menu open just because like I was doing other stuff before I played it, and like so I feel that nice menu music connection.
Yeah, got all kinds of soothing piano in there. But that being said, there's a lot of cool things about this song, but I just want to like get in touch with reality right now. This song is real basic as far as this song is like as traditional as you get as far as centers go. Like Hanayo has a little bit of extra lines plus like a big solo at the end. It's exactly like verse chorus solo bridge chorus. It's a totally fine song, but like this song is
it's very basic. Soothing and very nice. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily exciting. And I like this song a little bit more just because of my connection with SIF in it and like how I think about those two. But that doesn't mean necessarily that like I don't think this song is super exciting and super great. It's nice.
I still love when it comes on. It gets like a nice like eyebrow raise. Like I'm like, oh, okay, like that kind of thing going on. Oh,
it'd be a nice song when you're driving through Montana. Yeah. Eien Friends comes on and you're like, hey, how's it going?
Montana.
It's just I don't know. It's just the first state I thought of.
How's it going, Montana? How you doing, fam?
Hey, Montana. Let us know down below if you live in Montana.
Do people live there? My mom has like one. I think Montana is the big sky state, and my mom was like, I flew to Montana for like a business trip. I don't know what business is located in Montana, but she did, and she was just like, yes, I got out of the airport and there was a big sky, like much bigger than usual. I'm like, that's concerning.
Concern.
So this song is just about. I mean, it's pretty basic too. It's just being friends forever, even if you're apart. Eien translates to eternal, so it's eternal friends. So it's like, even if we're leaving, it's a demo. We're gonna still be friends. Like, kinda, you get the idea.
Well, I mean, like, and it's just another cute like album art. You know, we all three of these songs are just these or all three of these singles are just these really nice winter album arts, and this is another one of them.
Where they're all oh, they're not drinking in this one. That's the next one.
I think they're eating.
No, they're not doing anything. They're just like, hello, we're cold.
Oh, yeah, Lily White, they're drinking stuff. And the BB one, they're like trying to steal. They all got presents.
They got presents. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nico's like being pushed over, I think.
Yeah, Nico's dying.
Maki is encroaching as she gets closer with every album art until the last one. Yeah, man. Yeah, so as far as composers and arrangers go, this song was composed and arranged by Tomohiro Nakatsuchi. Yep, that's it. And they also arranged Daydream Warrior, and that's all they did. Goodbye.
Hey, we take
it's very
those.
weird to see, like, I mean, like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I really like these one-hit wonder boys who'll just show up, drop a Daydream Warrior or two, and then just leave. Goodbye.
If you think about it, EDM is just hardcore fluff. Think about it.
Ooh, it's angry fluff.
Angry fluff.
You know when you get like a stuffed animal like from the boardwalk or something, and it's not exactly soft, but it's not like rugged either. Like,
yeah,
this could break, but it's not comfortable to like hug or something. That's that's EDM.
Yeah, it's what is that fabric called? Wool.
Sandpaper.
It's wool. my grandparents got me this really nice Letterman's jacket one year in high school, and it was really comfy and it was really warm, but like the neck was all wool. And it just itched the hell out of my neck for like a year and a half until I finally got used to it. It was rough.
Well, I cut the collar off. It became cold.
Dude, that thing's warm, man.
I keep getting roasted by my buddy who's recently joining a bunch of Discord calls. He didn't really like hang out too much until recently, but he was a big watcher of the podcast, and he knows that I'm not like the hugest fan of EDM. So like every time EDM comes up in conversation, he's like, I like EDM, unlike somebody. I'm like, hey, listen,
damn.
Man, I'm trying my best. Like our friend Wally was like, I made an EDM song, and then the guest is like, wow, awesome for me.
Issue with that Letterman jacket, my letters keep falling off, and I can't keep them on, and I've lost like half my letters. I don't know. Do I call the school to get more letters? Do I just got to order my own letters? Like, what do I do?
I'm pretty sure you just get letters at the craft store.
Yeah.
Have you been to a craft store recently? Do you know what they sell? Everything. They sell everything.
They're just the new pharmacies.
I didn't know that craft stores. It was like I went there with my little sister the other day because she had some money and she wanted a ride. I was like, I will drive you to the craft store. We got there and I was like, man, if I ever wanted this like weird glass bowl shaped like a fish, I know where to go now.
Yeah, you can just get anything. I like that.
But other than that, the one other thing I wrote was I'm a big fan of. It's so common in Prantam, so it's like not even weird at this point, but it's weird conceptually. How in like all these really bubblegum songs, they have like a really like distorted, like kind of hard rocky guitar solo.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like so. Like I said, it's so common, but therefore it's not weird, but it is weird in like every other sense of the word. So yeah, I'm a big fan of those.
The instrumental bridge in the song's pretty long. It every time it starts up, I'm like, oh, this only lasts for like 10 seconds, and it feels like it lasts for a really long time. There's a lot of stuff going on in there.
The next song, though, we have like a double bridge. Have you noticed? A Nightingale love song?
Yeah, I guess we do. Yeah, we
got
like
a lot
of funky
super
stuff.
Double bridge. Man, I can't wait to talk about that one.
There's a lot of funky stuff going on in this song.
Unless you had anything else to say about Eien Friends, I think we're good to move on.
I do have something to say. I hate the name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have just kept it Eien Friends.
We could have just been idiots, and people could have corrected us down below in the comments, and now you just ruined everything.
So shout out to whoever it was who said Eien Friends around me at some point in time. Thank you for changing time. You know
Yeah.
what they say, like, you know, when you go back in time, you can't like touch anything, or else the future, like, everyone's
Oh,
gonna have like
yeah,
six
yeah.
heads or something.
Yeah.
So that's someone said Eien Friends, and that completely altered the future. Now we're not completely ostracized from the Love Live community. So shout out to you. But other than that, I'm about ready to move on if you are.
I am ready.
All right, let's go. Here's, I almost said Eien Friends again. Sorry, force the habit. Here's Nightingale Love Song.
閉じ込めてあなただけのために歌いたいの今のメロディーそれは恋の歌ちょっとだけ風なる夜にはあなたの心が知りた諦められると思ったそれができないことやっと気づいた時に私正直に生きようって決めたのよいつも追いかけて寄り添ってときめきながら大好きな気持ちだけあげたいのいつも消さないでこのメロディー物語のように幸せになれる日が来る願う切ない心で過去の中閉じ込めてあなただけのために歌いたいの今のメロディーそれは恋の
This song has a lot of things I really like in songs. One of them, one of the biggest ones I like in backing and Love Live songs in general, or just music in general, is when you use vocalists to create more backing. And they do it throughout this song in big quantities. They do it with oohs. They do a bunch of oohs throughout it, and they're all over the song. Sometimes they're kind of hard to hear.
Yeah.
You really gotta zone in for them, but they're there and they're playing their role of just being backing really well. They get pretty loud in the chorus and a couple parts and a couple bridges, but overall they're just there as backing. I really like that in songs.
I have like a big whole like everything is related to itself thing to talk about, and that is very much a part of it. So if you wanted to get anything else out of the way real quick before I dive into that, I'm definitely going to discuss that in what I've been thinking here.
Yeah, so another thing that I really like in the song, it can pretty often be a mistake when you can hear the harmony over the melody. You don't really want to. You just want it to be there, like, in the back of your mind. You know, it's there, but you're not really supposed to hear it, you know?
Unless you're, like, listening
You're not supposed
intensely.
to be able, yeah, you're not supposed to be able to distinctly pick it out unless you're listening for it, right? And that if that's done correctly, then that's what they're going for. But there's a couple times in Love Live where I feel like it's not a mistake that it didn't get mixed correctly, because I don't think they would incorrectly mix it, especially this far into it. It was 2014, I think. And throughout this whole song, though, you can hear a lot of the harmonies that the other girls are singing, and it's not a mistake that you can hear them. It's like planned out. And when you have it planned out like that, there's a couple other songs we can hear. You can hear a little bit in Snow Halation, though that could be mixing, because that was like, what, I think that was 400 or 500 years ago that song came out. So
yeah, that was what our grandparents listened to.
Yeah. Our when we were but the primordial soup. But I really like that in the song, that you can hear. Sometimes you can hear that harmony, and Kotori's singing a lot of harmony in the song.
I love when we were ocean-dwelling single-celled organisms. Like, that was my favorite.
I love when we were just feeding off the sun's rays. No, but I like it when Kotori takes over that harmony role, and you can just kind of hear the most shrilly harmony of all time in the background.
Yeah. Solo mixes when?
1 second.
Solo mixes a little bit ago. Shout out to Lantis for doing that.
Yeah, solo mixes soon. You said there was a video that had a couple of them. I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, someone on a website I don't know, it's a Japanese website, has uploaded
Bilibili? Was it
Bilibili? Yeah.
Yeah.
They uploaded Ellie, Umi, Honoka, Kotori, and Rin so far. Definitely was the most excited about Nozomi and Hanayo, but I'm sure I'll hear those eventually.
Someday. we'll get them in there. But yeah, those are really interesting things in the song that I like, that they use the the vocalists as another instrument. Aside from just the melody, they use it as a harmony and another instrument in the background. So very cool parts of the song that I really like. You don't find a lot of Love Live songs where they combine both being able to hear the harmony and using the vocalist as an instrument with the oohs and the ahs.
Right. So what I wanted to say was, I think this song gets ambience so right, so right. Yeah. Like this is a big song, if that makes sense. I don't mean lengthwise. I mean it is spacious. It is wide open. And everything leads to that. Every single thing in this song.
This song is performed in a massive church.
On one side.
Like there's the bells going on. There's the what did you call those clackers? I know what they are, but I don't remember. Names are hard.
Oh, castanets.
Yeah. You got all kinds of these like weird little instruments going on, but there's so many different kinds of these weird little instruments. It creates this big song.
Yeah, and it's just. I feel like the percussion is actually like the main reason for this. Is every single thing in the song has an insane amount of reverb. Just there's echoes. Everyone is echoed like when they sing their own like oohs and ahs, like you said before. The fact that everything is borderline a cappella, like we have drums, we have like extremely minimalistic piano, and then we have the oohs and ahs and the actual vocals, of course. So like it's almost like, I don't know. I think this song is just minimalism and just really great kind of like use of space, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I understand. There's not a lot. The instruments aren't doing a lot, but what they are doing is exactly what you need them to do.
I didn't know the name for castanets, so in my notes I wrote Spanish clacky boys. But yeah, no, just everything leads to the song just being open and spacious. And I think it's really cool how a big motif in the song that gets repeated constantly is, can you cage me? About like, can you please like, can you be in a relationship with me, to put it bluntly? Like, and can you cage me because right now I am a goddamn reverb monster and my song is too big. Can you please make it a smaller song?
I've lost control, help.
I'd imagine this is like the I don't know, like the final transformation, like before Gaara turns into his thing. Help! It's almost too late. I've become too big.
Speaking of final things, we talked about it a little bit in the last song. How this feels like the ending song. We talked about it a little bit before we started recording the episode. This feels like the third song in the credits. Like the first song is the one everybody knows and loves, and it starts playing during the final cutscene right before the credits, and then it just keeps playing throughout the credits.
Yeah, that's like Open Your Heart and Live and Learn from like Sonic Adventure. That's like the first one that plays.
Yeah, and then the second one's like a one that people know, but only really people that love the OST know.
It's like an R&B kind of like fun, like like snap your fingers kind of song.
Yeah. And then this one is the third one that comes along when the credits are starting to get into like the production teams rather than the actors.
Yeah, everyone has already gotten up to use the bathroom. No one actually cares at this point. At this point, you realize that the credits are unskippable.
Yeah. And you just gotta sit through them so you can save your game. Thank you, Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World has like 10 minutes of like cut. It's more than 10. It's like 15 or 20 minutes of like cutscenes and credits at the end. You just can't skip, and you need to get through them all.
This is, I don't know, and like the fourth, I'm trying to think of the last one. The last one is like some bombastic like big band horn solo where it's like everything is now right in the world thanks to you. That's the last song.
It's the theme that plays when you fight the first Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus. The
oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're totally right. That's the one. Yeah,
we've created our own beautiful soundtrack for a video game that we don't have.
Right, of course.
Let us know down below which Colossus is your favorite from Shadow of the Colossus. If it's not the what is he called? Sankili? That's a Halo race. The Phalanx is his name. The one that flies around, the massive one that has the air bubbles. That one. That's the best Colossus.
I've watched Shadow of the Colossus. I'd totally pick it up if it wasn't full priced right now on PS4.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
I will definitely get it when it's not full price.
it's the best 16 hours of my life.
When the PS5 is rearing its ugly head, I will definitely take up Shadow of the Colossus. That sounds about
Right
like
before-
what it'll be, 20
Yeah.
bucks. But yeah, so oh, what was I gonna say? At the end of the song, there's 2 acapella solos, and it's weird. Not weird, but just like, why?
Well, I think the song does a good job of like feeling like the acapella is going to drop out or the instrumental is going to drop out at any moment, and then at the end it finally does, and it feels right, you know.
I guess you're right.
It feels right, but you're also kind of like, huh? Where'd the music go?
And there's just 2 of them. I think the first one's Hanayo and the second one is Kotori, but definitely don't quote me on that one. I would assume. Wait, who is the center for this song? Honoka.
In the meantime, while Tyler's searching, I'll keep you guys entertained.
It is a Kotori center.
Let us know
Okay.
down below. Okay. Well, still let us know down below if you think the Ndamukong Suh signing was good or not to the Rams, and if you think they're gonna have a top 5 defense next year. I think they are. I mean, you got the combination of Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, and Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, and what's that linebacker's name? Oh, they got a good linebacker also. Ooh, I feel bad not remembering this anymore. God, I'm not a real football fan. Can't name everybody on a team.
This song was composed and arranged by Kazunori Watanabe, who has made a lot of songs. We've talked about them numerous times in the past. Making things like Colorful Voice, Natsu Oranaide, Nightingale Love Song, and all kinds of other songs like Suki Desu
Very
Ka.
comfy.
Yeah, Suki Desu Ka,
A lot
Suki
of
Desu Ka. Soshite Saigo no Page Niwa. And then every Aqua song to exist. Aqua Zeros, Aquarium, Mijuku Dreamer. I remember EJ came on and he was like, I know Kazunori Watanabe is your favorite composer. I'm like, who? Who is that? I think my favorite composer is Marching Band, Awaken the Power, Super Love, Super Live Boy. That's my favorite one.
He's the homie.
Taoko
Marching
Kawada.
Band son.
That's him. The marching band boy. Shadowgate to Love. Yeah, just wanted to mention this composer real quick. I don't think there's like the clearest link between Nightingale Love Song and the rest, but I'm happy that they left their comfort zone, or maybe they didn't. Maybe Love Live finally let him produce the song that he finally wanted to, or she. I don't know.
Yeah, we never know. That's the sad part.
I know.
We got to be more careful about using they.
Our one Japanese listener. It's like the equivalent of us being like, I don't know, a Japanese podcast being like, their name is Butch. I don't know, are they a boy or girl? And we're sitting here like, are you dumb? They're like, her name's Kazunori. Are you an idiot? Like, of course it's a girl.
So, I think we're about wrapped up with these 2 songs. What do you think, Tyler?
I am going to miss this subunit block again, as I always do with subunit
Rip.
blocks.
Rip. We'll have to wait a couple thousand years until the next one. What is our next one? Are we gonna? I wonder if we'll have the subunit songs in time to like be in front of the next Muse subunit song, the new Aqua subunits. I think we'll have them before. I think they come out in the summer. Yeah.
We have just Prontomps, like later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have that
quite
one
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in June. Wow, that's a long time. We just have Pua Pua O and Cheer Day Cheer Girl. So like it's surrounded by Silent Tonight and Onaji Hoshi Gamitai and Shiawase Iki no Smiling and Zurio Magnetic Today. And those are Blu-ray songs, so that's not like, you know.
Yeah, and then I guess we'll have one more Muse subunit block after that, where we'll do the movies and the last single. I think we're doing those 3 songs per episode. So yeah, that'll be nice.
We also have right after that we have subunits though. Like almost like 2 episodes after that we have Kinmirai Happy and Kaigan Dori Day. And you know,
didn't we do those already?
No, we did the singles. We did
that's
PS
right, we did,
Nobukogawa, Lonely Tuning, and
we
Guilty
did
as
PS
Fever.
Nothing Happens with Aaron, right?
Yes, and Kwarayasuki and Shadowgate to Love eventually. Man,
we
that's
haven't
a
done
hype
those yet.
section.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good run.
I know. We'll have EJ show up about 42 times in between now and then, or 2, whatever.
So leading into our question is simple for you guys. Now that we've covered all 3 of these, which of these 3 singles is your favorite? So Tyler, simple question. What's your answer?
I don't know. This one's a little bit harder. I'm a pretty adamant, usually not going to pick Prontomps kind of guy, and I don't think I'm still going to pick Prontomps for this one. But I really do appreciate these 2 songs. Eien Friends is really basic, but at the same time, it is so cool and on so many different levels for a bunch of different reasons. And Nightingale Love Song, I love conceptually, just because it's a big open song. I'm gonna get lost. Someone please help. But as for favorites, I really like Futari Happiness a lot. And Akino Soda is really good too. I also like the fact that it just kind of exists. And BB is great. And we didn't talk about BB yet in this current timeline, despite you guys have already heard us talk about BB, because we were recording this before we record that episode. So
Cursed.
that's just we're having a guest on. We had Nick on for that, so that's where we're at here. So
Dr. Piano Cat, man.
yeah. So I hope that was. I'm sure that was good. I mean, you guys know how it is. We don't. So I don't know. Maybe he threw up all over the place. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Unlucky.
So what about you, Luke?
It's pretty tough. I think it's the BB one by a small margin. The Lily White CD is really good. If I had to I can rank the songs pretty easily, individually. I think Trouble Buster is my favorite out of the 4. Then the 2 Lily White songs in either or order, probably Futari Happiness by a little bit, but just a tiny smidge. And then Nightingale Love Songs, and then Fuyaga Yoken. So and then we end off with what was the other song that we did today? I'm already
Eien
forgetting
Friends?
everything. Yeah, I like it, but that doesn't make it my favorite out of the 6. So it comes down to do I want my favorite song to be my favorite single, or do I want my favorite group overall to be my favorite single? It's pretty close, but I'm gonna go with the BB just because I love Trouble Buster so much. That's as you guys heard last week. It's just a song that I really enjoy to listen to. Really fun, always fun to listen to, and has one of my favorite Nico parts in all of the live. So slightest margin that one.
God, that's such a Prontops thing to say. It's so many people agree where they're like, yeah, it's fine. It's just I don't know. That's
yeah. These 2 songs. These are 2 of my favorite Prontops. This is my second favorite Prontops CD by far. It's just not. Personally, it's just not on the level of what I want compared to the other 2, and that's just Prontops in a nutshell. Except for No Exit Orion, that is an awesome CD.
I was gonna say is your favorite No Exit Orion?
Yeah, that No Exit Orion and Wawa Powerful Day are just fantastic.
Yeah, good songs. So I think that's it, and I think we will see you guys next time for. I almost said Takaramanos because I didn't put a check mark next to it on our schedule. Takaramanos has been haunting me since that episode, dude. It always comes on my phone. It every time I clicked in a video for the solo mix previews, it was always just Takaramanos. That's just where I clicked, dude. I'm being haunted by this song. But no,
it's haunting me also because I totally forgot to mention Rin's the best part of that song. It just totally flew over my head, and I mentioned it 20 episodes ago, and I just totally forgot about it. I think I even mentioned it in the episode before when we mentioned we're doing Takaramanos next week, and then I just didn't.
That's the curse with I haven't been haunted by Majuku Dreamer. I haven't thought of anything I didn't say yet, so that's cool. I was big afraid of that. So join us next time for Pop's Heart de Odoron Damon and Soramo Kokoro mu Hareru Kara. That's it. So we got some and Yo's song, of course. Sorry. Yo's Blu-ray song, which I have to say I like a lot. Beginner Sailing.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I think it's my favorite out of all the ones we have so far.
I know it's my favorite out of all the ones we have so far. We got it a day early, so shout out to whoever, shout out to whoever's dad Lantis is.
Praise.
Yeah.
Praise.
But yeah, I guess we will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for 400 subs. Wow, what a nice thing to see. What a nice thing to see 3 weeks ago for you guys.
I think we mentioned 400 subs last week. So we don't even need to mention it this week, but we're recording this episode before we record the other episode, so we feel like we got to say thanks for 400 subs this episode. And really, this episode's coming out a week after last week's episode.
Thank you for probably maybe 407 subs by now. Who knows?
Thank you.
All right, see you guys later.
Talk to you guys next week.
Your